Okay, so I am now live on Instagram. This is my first Instagram live. I don't know if anyone will show up because I've never done this before. I did mention on social media that I was doing this. Hi, someone's here, yay. I am doing my open studio in July virtually because I have, obviously, because of the pandemic, we can't do a regular open studio, and so I'm trying to recreate the way that we do open studios as much as possible. So I'm just going to invite you into my workroom. So we're going to open the door, and if I was having an open studio, I'd have, basically open up. I work from home, so it's a home studio, and I'd just open up the whole thing and have a big party and let people come in and see my work and see where I work and all that good stuff. However, we're doing this virtually, so I figured every couple days or so, I'll just do a little segment like this so people can pop on and see what's going on and ask questions, that sort of stuff. So this is the, I wonder if I can flip this around. Can I flip this around? Yeah, this is really new to me. So I've never done one of these before. It'd be easier for me. Oh, there it goes. Flip around. Yay, okay, great. So this makes it easier for me to see what you're seeing. And hang on one second. Sorry, it seemed a little fuzzy. So this is my workroom, like I said. And when I first moved here, I was going to make this my full-time studio. But then what happened is that it's not quite bright enough for me for working. So I end up working in my kitchen table all the time. And this is my sewing machine. And for those of you who've been around for long enough, you know that I've been trying to do product lines for a long time, and I actually made my own stuff when I first started doing it. And I inherited this very old Singer sewing machine from my mom. My mom was excellent. Sorry, I'm going to put it back up. My mom was actually, she studied fashion design in Copenhagen before she came to the States. So she used to make all of our clothes, and so that's her old sewing machine, which I sometimes use. And there's Kamala Harris. Hi, she hangs out in my workroom. And here's Frida. Frida says hi. Frida says hi. I just got to help myself organize a little bit better because this room was getting out of control. I got these bookcases to keep all my stuff in. This is just work stuff. So like, I have lots of stuff that I sometimes use with my artwork, and it's something I use regularly. So I have, my art history books. This book here, Ralph Myers, The Artist Handbook, is basically, it has like the chemical components of different pigments, and has basically best practices for everything you could possibly do with art. And it's basically your Bible if you're an artist. These are some of my many, many sketch pads that I have. Some of them are actually not even used. They're just full of drawings and stuff. These are various forms of additives that I use for painting. This is gesso that goes on the bottom of stuff. Here's a very, very toxic cadmium red pigment. This is pure pigment. So you would actually make paint with this if you wanted to, but cadmiums are horrible and cadmium red is the worst. So it's like not something I really want to do, but I have it because it's kind of fun to have something like that. Toolboxes, letters from people like Hillary. This is where Hillary's letter lives. Oh, and this one is from Rosa DeLaura. Okay, that's my special basket of letters, but I should probably put them somewhere a little bit safer. What else is of interest here? Not much. These actually are lampshades, giant drum lampshades based on my artwork. So I was doing these colorful splatter paintings at one time and turning them into artwork. And I had someone make these beautiful drum shades, handmade. I was going to make a whole product line that was going to be home goods. Never went anywhere. I made a bunch of, these are really cute. Let me see if I can find them. similar concept, more stuff, right? Hang on. What I made was, these are cute. Night lights. Same thing, same person who made them. Little handmade, the ribbon. Look at the beautiful detailing. Isn't that pretty? She made such beautiful stuff. And they just go on your little wall. And you put a little light bulb there. And you have a little night light. And each one is unique, completely different, unique things. And these are all that I have left. I sold a bunch of these. But these are what I have left. They used to be on my Wix store. I'm not sure if they're there anymore. I'll go see if I can find them. What else? Oh, there's somebody walking by. There's my yard and my little Black Lives Matter thing. And somebody just walking by. Very exciting life I live here. These are just blank panels before I paint something. I was doing these splatter paintings at one time, and this is a work in progress. I started working on it again the other day just to see if I could get it finished. I also made a clock. That's actually on Redbubble, the clock. And this one doesn't hold time, so I'm not sure that... My mom has one and it works really well, but mine doesn't work. So there's little Frida. That's my little memento from 2018. Here are just tons of shellacs and inks and stuff like that. I love this stuff. It's shellac from Sennelier. Such really beautiful pigments. Okay. There's an old computer that I don't even know I have. That's one of the splatter paintings. I don't know, the glare is pretty bad, but what I did was that I'm not going to take it down because I don't want to get fingerprints on it, but you can see how the image floats off of the surface and then it sits in this plastic plexi box. See? And it's, the edges are gilded with paint. So that's some of my older work in case you haven't seen it. Then there was this series I did, or I started to do a series. I was going to do a series of nudes with flowers. Never got beyond this one. Not really in love with it because my style has changed since then, but it was sort of, I enjoyed doing it. I still like the concept. I just, was never something that took off. And here's another splatter painting. This one's more simple. I'm sorry for all the glare. There's a Hillary sign someone brought me back from the convention in 2016, and of course Senator Murphy's sign from the Connecticut State Convention. This is painting I did in art school of a horse, obviously. So that's when I was painting really soft, very realistically. Really kind of loved that style. That was my first style of painting that I ever did. So that was that. And then these are all just, this is what's known as a flat file. It's a big metal container and it has, oh, hang on, I'm not supposed to be open. There's just tons and tons of stuff in here. I have the original reference photo for that painting. So that's in there. And then I just have all sorts of stuff stuck in here. And then this is all little paintings that I have just sitting there, which is one of the reasons why. And there, of course, is the Harriet Tubman piece. So that's the full, that's the full tour of my studio. Or my workroom or whatever, and it's very clean right now, which is not normally how it looks, but if I'm going to be doing little tours like this, I figured I'd do that. So if you have any questions, send me a note, and I will try, if there's a way that you think I could make this a little bit more interesting and better, I'd love to hear it, because this is all sort of winging it, right? So thank you so much, everybody who joined, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.